Have you ever come across a recipe that seems too good to be true? That happened to me recently, courtesy of, or well, perhaps discourtesy of, in this case, the New York Times of all places. And their food content I generally love. This recipe was stark in its simplicity. A single ingredient ice cream, and that ingredient probably isn't what you think. It was simply frozen bananas blended up in a blender. I tried it and it didn't quite work for me, and judging from the comments on that story, I'm not alone in that. Ruh-roh. But I found a way to fix it by adding just one other ingredient, which may be exactly what you think. And in the process, I found the cheat code for creating a creamy, delicious treat that can be made in just seconds whenever you want. Today we're making 2-ingredient blender ice cream. Hello and welcome to I Want to Cook. My name is Chef Matt and this channel is all about helping you be a better cook. And after watching today's episode, well, you're going to be able to whip up the easiest ice cream you've ever had. Now, making ice cream the traditional way, it's kind of a multi-step process. For example, to make a classic French ice cream, you need to make a custard-based sauce like the creme anglaise, and then you need to strain it, and then you need to freeze it and put it into a machine. And yeah, it's tasty, but it's also a lot of work. What if instead you could just throw a couple ingredients into a blender and switch the thing on? Well, that's exactly what we're making today with the 2-ingredient blender ice cream. Now, as I said in that intro for the recipe that inspired this one, the New York Times' 1-ingredient ice cream in which you just throw frozen bananas in a blender and blend, well, that didn't quite work for me, and judging from the comments, I wasn't alone in that. So after trying that method initially, I did the same thing that we did in culinary school to fix other recipes. I simply added heavy whipping cream. By simply adding cream to the blender along with the frozen bananas, you get a form of ice cream that is astoundingly easy. It's more soft serve in its texture, but it really does make a remarkable substitute for ice cream. And if you do want it to be firmer, well, you can always throw it in the freezer to firm up. In fact, this freezes well in general, so you can make it in batches and have it in the freezer whenever you want it, just like that stuff you buy at the store. And though bananas are the main ingredient, surprisingly, it doesn't taste really like intense banana. It's more of a mellow flavor because I think the cream really tames it out. But if bananas aren't your thing at all, well, not to worry because this works with other fruit as well. I'll show you how to whip up other varieties in just a moment, but for now, let's make my 2-ingredient blender banana ice cream. Okay, so yes, this really does only involve 2 ingredients, bananas and heavy whipping cream. Now, of course, you're going to want to freeze your bananas. So what I do is I slice up a batch of bananas, and I like to use those that are more on the ripe side. If they've got kind of these brown dots here, this is perfect because that means they're both softer and sweeter than ones without kind of this colorization. Now, you're going to want to freeze the bananas for at least 6 hours or overnight. So slice up a bunch of bananas, put them in a container and freeze them. Now, let's say you don't want to wait 6 hours or you just don't have those kind of bananas on hand. Well, not to worry. You can always buy frozen bananas in a bag and, well, it works just as well with those. Now, before you throw your frozen bananas in a blender, you're going to want to let them thaw a little bit at room temperature first. I find that about 15 minutes is great. That just takes some of the chill out of them and makes it a little bit easier on the blender. Now, speaking of the blender that you're going to need for this, I obviously use a high-powered one like this Vitamix that I purchased a few years ago. It really excels at this recipe. Well, it really excels in general, but this is a great use if you've got one of these machines. machines. Now, if you don't worry, because this will work in other blenders, but I want you to take it slow and easy. Start at the lowest speed, and if it seems like it's struggling, well, I'd rather you abandon the effort than ruin your blender, like that commenter who said they ruined their parents' blender. And remember, if you don't have a sacrificial blender, well, go to the thrift store and get one. I see awesome blenders there all the time, and this is a perfect recipe to try out one of those, maybe that you don't worry about ruining. Okay, so I've got my frozen bananas that have been sitting out here. They're just, you can see they're just pliable enough to kind of like, unclump and put into this blender here. So we're gonna go with, we'll say about 2 cups. Now, as for the amount of heavy whipping cream, well, I always just kind of eyeball it. I don't have an exact ratio, but I usually start with about, well, it going up to about quarter full of the blender. So let's start with that, and you can always add more bananas and or cream to get the ratio that you want. So we're gonna put the lid on, and as you can see, I don't have it covered here, and that's for a reason. So we're gonna put this on. We're gonna start very, very low. So here we go. Now, if you have a Vitamix, this thing came with your blender, or you can always use like a spoon or something. This is what it's used for. You wanna get in here and churn it all up. We'll turn up the speed a little bit. Just keep working with it and check the consistency. This could use just a touch more cream, so we're gonna add that now. And just like that, we have blender ice cream. Okay, we'll scoop some out here, and as you can see, again, this is kind of like a soft serve consistency, which I really like. It's so smooth, it's so creamy, and I should note, if you want to add other flavors to this, you can. You can add a touch of vanilla to this while you're blending it up, and of course, now that you have your ice cream, well, you can add chocolate chips to it, you could add butterscotch chips, but look at this, we have this amazing soft serve style blender ice cream that we made in like, I don't know, less than a minute. I'm telling you, this is unreal. Now, unlike commercial ice cream, the kind that you buy at the store, this is so good. Well, there's just 2 ingredients. It's bananas and cream, so that means it doesn't have all those other weird ingredients, stabilizers and things like that. So that means that this will also melt quicker than regular ice cream that's designed not to do so. So either you're gonna wanna eat it quick, which I don't think is gonna be a problem, or just put any extra in the freezer. Now again, if bananas aren't your thing, well, good news, this works with other frozen fruit. So whether that's something like frozen strawberries, well, you get the same thing. You get a delicious strawberry ice cream that you make in a blender with just frozen strawberries and cream. You can also do this with blueberries or mangoes, or well, just about any other fruit. Just use the same method as this. And even if you're using other fruits, I still recommend throwing a banana or at least half of a banana in the blender with them, because bananas are special in that, well, they just kind of have that creamy texture, and well, they just make such a natural, nice ice cream. Now you might be wondering if you can make ice cream in a food processor, and good news, you absolutely can. Just use the same method as with a blender. Put the frozen fruit and the cream into a food processor and pulse until you get the consistency that you like. If anything, extraction can be easier because, well, a food processor jar, it's easier to get those remaining bits out of than it is a blender jar. Now you might also be wondering, can you make this with a non-dairy product, something like a soy milk or an almond milk? And personally, I found that the answer is maybe. I mean, it kind of works, but I just don't get the creaminess that you get with heavy whipping cream. But I would encourage you to experiment. You know, especially something like a thick coconut milk, that might work a little bit better for this, and just try using a little more fruit. But personally, I really like using heavy whipping cream for this. I think that is just key to a marvelous blender ice cream. So there you go, there's my 2-ingredient blender ice cream. I hope you give this a try. Let me know what you think. Okay, if you're like me and you grew up in a household where dessert like that banana ice cream was followed after a delicious savory meal, you'll appreciate this week's Taste and Tell. It's brought to us by Fishwife. Fishwife is a new company working on sustainable seafood. They sent me a couple tins of their fish to try, and I can honestly say it is the best I've ever had. I've got some smoked rainbow trout here and some of their albacore tuna, and it is absolutely delicious. I've been enjoying this incorporated into meals, or, well, if I'm honest, just straight out of the can. They're giving I Want to Cook viewers 10% off if you use the code MATT10, so I'll put a link in the description below. You can check out their products, and if you'd like to order some, well, you can get 10% off. Thanks to Fishwife for letting me try your amazing fish and for supporting the channel. Okay, trivia time. Last week I asked you to identify this very odd looking vegetable, and several of you knew exactly what this is. This is a panty pan squash. It's a type of summer squash, and well, it's just so unique looking. It kind of reminds me of, like, I don't know, a UFO or something. But this is indeed a type of summer squash. Congratulations to everybody who knew exactly what this is. Now I just need to cook these guys up. For this week's culinary trivia, I've got something so small I've got to show them to you on this plate here because I don't think I could even hold them in my fingers all that well. What are these things? If you know what these are or have a guess, put it in the comments below and I will of course let you know the correct answer in the next episode. As always, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Until next time, I hope you want to cook. Try some? Do you want to try it? There we go. Okay, try the banana. Try the banana. There you go, baby.